What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here, piecing together the mining frame still. The frame is all put together, the rest of the rig we're still working on. So I did do a few things off camera. I put the little plastic piece on the back here to hold my power supply, and I also put the risers on it for the motherboard. Very important that we put the risers on. One, you need to measure, make sure they're in the right spots, and two, you don't want it laying directly on metal because you could short your board out. Power supply that I have here, 1000 watt G3 EVGA. Very nice power supply, fully modular, which is nice, so I can only run the cables that I need to. I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for I think 75 bucks a few months ago when I was starting my research. A guy was breaking up his rig, so should serve a nice purpose. Then we have our motherboard here, as you can see sitting down. I went with the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus. Right now, when I bought it on eBay, it had the dual core processor installed on it, which I did check in the BIOS, 8 gigabytes of RAM and dual channel, and then I did add an ADATA M.2 right here. And a few things why I went with the M.2 instead of just a regular SSD is I won't have the cables to run, even though it's just one cable. It's just a little less clutter on my frame since I'm going to have to run all those fan wires and everything. And also the boot times, much faster boot times. Compared to an SSD, not crazy much faster, but still with the less wiring. And then if it were to go down for some reason, I lose power to my house or I trip a breaker or anything that would cause it to lose power, when it does regain power and turn itself back on, it'll boot up much faster and get right back to mining. So this motherboard at least can support up to 13 GPUs. I only plan on running 5 for now because that's all I ordered. So we'll get that installed onto the frame and get it going. Alright, so I got it all set up. We got the motherboard on and we got the power supply. I brought out a keyboard, a mouse, and monitor just for us to click it on. So once we click it on, it should just boot right up. The BIOS I have messed with and I changed a few things. Whoever was using it before didn't really have it set up properly if we were to lose power, so I did change it so that in case there's a power loss, it will just boot right back up. So we just click it on and it should just go right, there it goes. It's going to go right into Windows 10. And then once I get all my software and stuff on there, I'll get that set up so that on a Windows startup, it just boots right into it. That I won't even have to mess with it at all. Some of the mining software, depending on which ones you use, don't have it set up right away that it'll just boot right into it. But there is ways in Windows that you can do it. Maybe I'll make a video on that on a different day. Thanks for watching, and the last piece we have is still putting the GPUs on. So once they're in, once they get shipped in, we'll put those on and get the fans on. This thing will be complete. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest.